Hi, I'm Bridget Zioli, Realtor and team member of the Moriuchi Group here in Riverton for the next segment of Good Neighbors. I'm thrilled to bring to you today a really wonderful and important community member, Chief Shaw. Chief Shaw is not only working hard every day to keep our neighborhood safe, but he's an overall wonderful person, and he does so much to impact Riverton every day. So Chief Shaw, tell us a little bit about yourself and your role here with the police department in Riverton.
Well, I've been chief now since 2010, and prior to that I was a detective for the Burlington County Prosecutor's Office, and then prior to that I was a patrolman here in the borough of Riverton. I started my career in 2001 here, and then I eventually went off, like I said, to the prosecutor's office. A lot of times people ask why I came back, because I miss Riverton. Working at the prosecutor's office was good, but it seemed to be about numbers. There was no connection that I could make with the victims of any crimes. Where here, I felt that connection to the residents. I am a father of 4. I'm married to my beautiful wife, and we also live here in Riverton. And I grew up here in Riverton.
So Chief Shaw, tell me a little bit about a day in the life here as the Riverton head of police and what it's like.
So it's kind of like Cheers, you know, where you walk in and everybody knows your name. When I walk the streets here, everybody knows my name. A lot of that has to do with me being out in the community, has a lot to do with me growing up here in the community. My job consists of community policing, being involved in the school, going in, talking to the kids, getting into the classrooms, and then going out and solving crime and fighting crime, preventing it.
And Chief Shaw, what inspired you to take this career path and to go down the road of law enforcement?
I always wanted to be a police officer. I think that God has blessed me with the ability to be empathetic towards people, and I take that out in the street when I deal with people. I respect everybody that I come in contact with. As soon as I started this job and really helping people, that's when I found this is my passion. I remember growing up, I wanted to help people, so when I was 16, I turned around and became a volunteer fireman. And then from that, I turned around and really tried to push getting into law enforcement. So I remember a blizzard of 93, 94. I received a Youth Citizenship Award here in the town because all the patrol vehicles were buried in about 30 inches of snow, and I came out there and helped shovel them out. So from that moment on, it was a calling. I knew I had to be here in the town of Riverton.
Chief Shaw, you'd mentioned the school. Can you share a little bit more about the Shop with the Cop program?
About 2 years ago, my lieutenant approached me and decided he wanted to undertake this a Shop with a Cop program, which was to bring some children to a local store, Walmart, and these kids and their families to shop. And we took them over there one day. The fire department teamed up with us, the school teamed up with us. So we had about 30 of us that entered Walmart early one morning, and we took the kids around shopping. What I remember most about it was the fact that these kids that were going in there had the ability to buy whatever they wanted. And it wasn't about them. They turned around and would buy something for their family needs. A mop, a trash can, something like that, because they wanted to buy it for their family, because their family needed it. And that touched me the most, because here are kids that could have anything in that store, but what mattered to them was they wanted to provide for their family. So after seeing that, it really made us want to go out and do more. So we teamed up and we get contributions to help support that fund, as well as we go out and we've been partnering the last couple of years with the food pantry in Palmyra. We'll go over there and give out turkeys on Thanksgiving. There are many programs like this that we do. that we interact with the school, team up, I should say, with the school, because the teachers there are great as well.
What makes Riverton so special, and why would you encourage somebody to consider it as a place to live?
Why wouldn't you? So, a little backdrop. Not only did I start here in Riverton as a police officer, but in my teens and when I was in high school, I worked in the after-school program. So I was working it's through the YMCA. They had what's called prime time. And I would work after school, and I started developing this relationship with the kids. And that just continued to build. And then when I got into law enforcement, I built on that even further. Because now here's an opportunity for the kids to interact with us, the kids to feel comfortable with us moving forward. That's what makes Riverton unique, is the fact that there is always somebody in the neighborhood that you may know or that you have grown up with. And to be able to have those kids that I work with in the after-school program go through and know me and know a face there and know that they could always come to me means a lot. And one of the parts that means the most to me is on the 4th of July. Riverton is very unique with the 4th of July, and to always see those kids come back, because everybody comes back here on the 4th of July. It's a great event, great time. And I can tell you from a law enforcement perspective, it's very frustrating working here during the 4th of July. But what brings me great joy is the fact that these kids that I haven't seen in so long show up, and now they're having families. Now they're bringing their kids here. So Riverton is a place where you'll grow up and you don't want to leave. And it seems as though generation after generation is coming back here one way or another. And if you experience Riverton, you'll never want to live anywhere else.